Latchkey. This feels so awkward.
It's alright.
We already know each other. We've known each
I know.
other.
Hi, I'm Adam. What's your name?
We've known each other for how long now?
Years. I mean, we lived in Sabine.
In like 2020, 21?
Probably around the freeze.
Yeah, that's exactly when. And he was like, hi Adam. Just be like, but what I want to ask you about Latchkey first.
Okay.
But what like made you want to open it and stuff? And
It was really the idea of my partner, Cade. Cade was a bartender in Austin for a long time, and had been at Dirty Bill's, one of our favorite bars. And that's where his wife had worked. Like, we had a lot of our friends kind of came from that West 6th area. And he approached me with the business plan and said he wanted to open a bar, and looked at a couple spots, and he got with the guy that found our location, and that just kind of seemed like a no-brainer. It's one of my best friends, someone I really trust, and so we opened it up about 6.5 years ago.
Oh, wow. And like, it's so big now. Like, honestly, whenever my friends hate Rainy now, it's like we call it the New Dirty.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone that goes there and owns anything on there.
Yeah.
But we're just like, it's so overcrowded and everything. And then like East is like our go-to now. So, and they're like, oh, let's go to Lucky Duck and we'll bar hop into like Latchkey always.
Yeah.
Like, were you expecting it to get this popular?
No, I think that was, a lot of things at play, but we really got lucky with like the Fifth Street development over there, and from when we opened to right now, the amount of people that live within a 2-3 block radius is at least doubled, if not more, just with all the new apartment buildings and people kind of just flowing a little more east. Whereas like Rainy, like back in the day, Rainy had like 3 times more bars than it does now, and it was all the houses and the cool like vibe. Like, remember old school Lester Pearl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The original, the OG.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's just kind of, as you build high rises, you're not going to have that same vibe, but fewer bars, more people to go to, it's going to get overcrowded, and you're going to find something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the East Side has been waiting for that kind of push, and I've always liked the East Side more than other little boroughs of Austin. Just seem more local culture, a little more music oriented, and more like locals and less like tourists.
I know, right?
So it feels a little more of a neighborhood bar vibe.
I feel like if you come to visit here, they won't know, unless they follow people, but they won't know where.
Mm-hmm.
But what gets me is like there's people that live above the places, and I'm like, wow, must be so like loud to them.
Oh, I'm sure, but I mean, like,
It's-
you and I live right off Dirty.
Yeah, I know, right? So it like becomes a lull in the night and white noise, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was talking to someone, he like lives on the east side, and I was like, okay. But actually, if you park like down, like in those little streets, all the houses are really cool. You're just,
Yeah.
those houses are neat.
The East Side has a lot of history and character.
Yeah, but man, does your friend still work at Old Bill's? What is it?
Dirty Bill's?
Dirty Bill's.
We still have some friends that work at Dirty Bill's, yeah.
Yeah.
We go in every once in a while. It's still a great bar. It's one of my favorites on the west side for sure.
The first time I went was a couple weeks ago, and
Yeah?
I was like, what is this? I felt like I was in college, and I was like, people are
Did you get
standing.
Mad Dog?
Yes! Oh my god! I was like,
Yeah,
people were standing on the tables and everything.
Yeah.
Everyone had like Mad Dog, and I was like, is it like a thing to order it, or do they just hand them out?
I don't know like how long ago it started. It's just always been a thing. I remember one year for my birthday, we ended up at Dirty Bill's, and my friends had like set up decorations, and a part of that was like champagne chillers on ice, but it was all Mad Dog on ice, and like that was our bottle service. Like, that's definitely my vibe. If you're going bottle service on West 6th, you better go to Dirty Bill's for
I've
Mad
puked
Dog.
on Mad Dog so many times.
Oh, well, it's all malt liquor.
Ew, yeah. So I took a swig because I was like roaming past like a little sardine to people to get to the bathroom, and then I was like, I'll take a swig of this on the way.
Yeah.
People are so, yeah, I don't know. But, so, wait, you were telling me you were in a Bill Murray documentary on Netflix?
Well, I was reminded of this, like you said, with the tripod and the hammer and all.
Yeah.
So the story was, I don't know how many years ago, it's probably 12, 13 years ago at least. during one South by Southwest, we had a bunch of friends in different bands, and every year our friend Jordan would have a party and have a band come over and do like a house party with one of the bands that's playing at South by. And I'm in the backyard, and Jordan runs out and goes, Bill Murray's here, Bill Murray's here. I'm like, what? Come on, he's not. I walk inside, and Bill Murray, sure enough, is like carrying an amp. He had approached this band, I think they were called The Light, or The Lights, something like that. He had approached this band earlier in the day that he'd saw and said, hey, can I just be a roadie for the day? And so he's like, I'm just gonna do whatever you do, I'll just carry your gear. And so sure enough, like they were playing the house party, and Bill Murray walks in carrying the amp, immediately starts like drinking beers with us. Like someone went for a beer run, and he like gave him a wad of cash and said, don't worry, I've been saving for a while. And ended up like hanging out with us for hours, like at this house party. At one point, we hear a knock on the door, and we're like, oh shit, it's the cops. And Bill goes, I got this. He walks out and opens the door. He goes, can I help you, officers? And the cops are like, well, we're here for a noise complaint. You're Bill Murray. Like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, sorry, we're loud. And he's like shaking a tambourine like on the side.
He's like,
and the cops were like, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess like just keep it quiet, but definitely don't stop this party. Like, they were super cool about it. But yeah, we had this experience with Bill Murray, and so this filmmaker, a friend of ours, was making a documentary about all of Bill Murray's stories. You always hear these like legends of like he popped up at Shangri-La and bartended one day, or he crashed some person's wedding and like ended up being like in the wedding party, or things like that. And so this was a part of telling that story of
and you were like
Bill Murray
in
lore.
that clip that somebody took or something like at the party.
No, I mean they sat us down and just interviewed us just like this, of like, okay, tell us your Bill Murray story.
Like I'm out of focus or whatever. No, that's funny. So when they asked you about it, they're like, and they told the exact same story.
Pretty much, yeah. Just that, like, yeah, he just shows up and does what he wants, and then they get into details like
he just shows up and is like, I'm Bill Murray. That's why you called me, because I'm a Ghostbuster or something.
Like he's known for doing this, just like popping up. He doesn't travel with an entourage. He just pops into random places and just hangs out with people in the environment that they're already in. And that's kind of the whole point of this documentary. It's called The Bill Murray Stories, like legends of I can't remember what it is.
It's amazing
Bill Murray
he's
stories.
Like that old and still like parties, like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he's old, but
well, maybe that's why he's surviving. He's just having fun.
Yeah. Why would he want to be in so much stress, honestly?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't come in with like a bunch of questions. I just was like, so how did you start up Latchkey? Did you have like a certain vision with it and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the vision as far as like the name and the can man, our little logo, that all came from Bird Peterson, a really good friend, also a DJ at in town that's our every Friday, Saturday night DJ. He's just an incredibly creative person. He came up with the name and the logo and was really kind of our brand guide of like how that's gonna look, how it's gonna feel. And actually I was just working with him today on some new merch designs, and he's a very creative dude.
Are you guys gonna make t-shirts or something?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys sell them though?
We do, but they're always in short run. So if we make shirts, maybe 4 or 5 times a year we'll put out shirts, but then we don't really advertise it very much, and when we do, they kind of just run out and we just move on to the next shirt. Our merch game isn't consistent, but it's I say it's kind of like Supreme. If we have a drop, you better hurry up and get it, because it's not gonna last long.
Oh wow! So like each one is different. I
Yeah,
just
we
know
always have
Supreme
different
for like the
designs.
red logo. Like what else is there?
Well, we have a little Halloween one that's gonna be. We just teased it on Instagram.
Are you guys gonna have a Halloween party?
Oh yeah, it's a bar. Of course, we're gonna have a Halloween party.
What is there what is it?
Oh, I don't know what the theme is. I don't know. What should it be?
I don't know. So the Barbie movie came out. It should be like a couple's theme.
Okay.
And sorry to anyone that's
So Barbie and Oppenheimer. I'm gonna dress all like dapper in a 20s suit with a hat.
My boyfriend and I were going to be like Mario and Peach because the Mario movie came out this year. So
oh yeah.
A lot of good movies. And then the Spider-Man, I just watched that. Did it come out earlier this year? Across the
I didn't watch
Spider-Verse?
that one. Oh, with all the different Spider-Mans? Like
Yeah.
Spider-Pig and Spider-Boy and all the...
So there could be like the Spider-Man with like, and then the Spider Girl. I don't know her name, with like the white hood.
Oh,
You
I didn't know
know,
that.
it's like the cartoon one.
Okay.
And she's like all white though, and her costume is pretty good. And then he has one too. So that could be like a couples theme.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone that's like fifth wheel or something.
Yeah, we got some time. We got a little month and a half to figure that out.
People are so excited. I go to Home Goods and they're like everywhere, and it's like people forgot about September.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
well, there's not much. There's like, what, we have Labor Day and that's it? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I guess. But yeah. Oh no, that's fine. Are you guys going to like do anything? Because everyone's going to be dressed up, but like, are you guys going to do anything like special?
Usually we'll have different theme nights for our staff.
Okay.
Trying to think. Like one year we did Guy Fieri. One of our bartenders, Blake, had this incident. I don't know if you remember this. Somebody tried to firebomb the Democratic Center at the Democratic Convention, not Convention Center, what do you call it? Democratic Party office on East 6th, right across the street from Latchkey.
I don't remember that.
Someone threw like a Molotov cocktail or something stupid. And one of our bartenders, Blake, ran and found a fire extinguisher and ran across the street, put it out, and was kind of like this local hero. So to kind of celebrate him, the rest of our staff dressed up as Guy Fieri for Halloween.
I love him. I'm obsessed with the grocery games right now. Have
Yeah.
you seen that? I love him. That's.
Yeah.
And then have you seen like the Paul Hollywood versus Guy Fieri? You do know who Paul Hollywood is? He's from the Great British Baking Show. And
Okay.
He's
Another like chef type.
but they look just alike, like the spiked
Really?
blonde hair
Oh,
and
jeez.
everything. It's like British TV show versus like what is it? American TV show, cooking show.
Yeah.
It's funny. So I don't. If I were to own a bar, it would be my dream to like always have like and have a party, like throw confetti and the mist and like.
You can do it if you want. You clean it up.
I know it would be hard.
It's like in Santa Barbara, they've got confetti eggs for Fiesta, and it just gets like they're basically like the shell of an egg filled with confetti, and you smash them over people's heads.
So it's like a little the llama things that you smash.
Yeah, like a pinata, but like in your hand. So
yeah.
like just full of confetti, and they'll even sell bags of just the confetti. That entire town, every restaurant, every bar is completely full of confetti after this week-long Fiesta party every summer. It's so fun. It's so messy. The bartenders hate it, but yeah, confetti's that's a tough one.
Okay, I have to ask because like East is really good, and my friend, he was looking for a job. He has a job now though, and everything, and but he was like, Jenae, I'm thinking of being a bar back, and I was like, you have to have like experience, especially to work in like Austin, unless if you want to like work at like some small restaurant to start off, because to be like a bar back, you have to have like good experience. You have like, when you hire people, what is like your insight? Do you have to be like, how good are you making 5 drinks in a minute?
I don't do much of the hiring. I'll have like friends ask, and then I kind of put it off to our manager, because Casey really knows that much more than I do as far as like who's going to be good or not. I would say that of our staff, most is word of mouth through friends, and when we hire, most come on as fill-ins, and then if they're filling long enough, when someone leaves, then we'll like have kind of like our farm team, like the fill-ins, are next in line for full time.
So you have like your normal people, and then you have like you're always like
they're a friend and they know the system. They can just pop in and sub whenever someone's like traveling or doing whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we have a long list of really, really good bartenders in town that want to come and fill in and maybe one day be full time. So as far as like bar backing, like you don't have to know that much, but you definitely have to like hustle. That's probably the hardest working position in the entire bar.
I was telling him, I was like, I get it, you like the party scene, but you have to. I keep on burping with the beer, but I'm like, you gotta like hustle to do that
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're helping those people and they gotta make a lot of drinks at once. So
Yeah.
and do you interview DJs or anything? Like not interview, but like do you test out their music? Do you pick their music set?
Yes and no. Like we have a pretty steady DJ set that we have, like a group of guys that come in. But like last night, for instance, the keyboardist of the band that we had there pulled me aside and goes, you know, I've been DJing on the side. If I'll send you my SoundCloud set. I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe. You never know.
You check it out?
Yeah, I mean, DJ, you gotta have the vibe of the bar. I mean, there's such a broad range of what you can sound like as a DJ.
Yeah.
Like, we're not a very big, like, EDM techno house kind of style. But, like, if you have a DJ that, like our Thursday night DJ, Silent Rob, all vinyls, throwback hip hop, fantastic mixing, and he does it old school, all analog. It's great. That's a little more my vibe.
And that's
Classics.
also for people on East, because people on East are like millennials, not like Gen Z, like everyone on West. So
yeah, little older.
Yeah,
a little more young
like,
professionals.
They're like, we love this. It brings back memories and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know that there's this DJ. I don't know if I can remember his name. He has like a black. He's always wearing a hat. I don't know, but he's really nice.
Where does he usually play?
East. I think he played Lucky Duck or something on Saturday. No, Friday. I don't know. He always.
But good.
He played good. Yeah. He let me stand next to him and stuff. You know, take shots
make
at
friends
him.
with the DJ.
I was standing next to him. I was taking shots at him and stuff. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to make a good connection with the DJ when people are out and being drunk and everything. You're like, remember that because people just.
Well, and so many people just bombard them drunk, being like, play Thunder Road or like whatever. And that's like the last thing a DJ wants to hear is like how to do his job.
Like, can I put in a song request, please? Like, it's some add to queue on Spotify or something.
No. Sometimes it works, but yeah.
I don't know, have you ever used a DJ thing before? Like the
No.
chicka, yeah.
No.
If
I would
you
love
see
to.
one. Yeah, if you see the DJ, you should ask like chicka, yeah.
And that's pretty fun too, especially Friday, Saturday nights watching Bird DJ and actually watching him, his transitions, the triggers he has, the like extra sounds he adds in, or the way that he mixes he's like an athlete. It's really impressive to watch him like hone that craft. It separates the difference of what a casual push play on a playlist DJ is and what a real mixing DJ can be.
Yeah. What other questions should I ask?
I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
do you want to know?
I don't know. I really came in here like I had like 3 generalized questions, like where were you going, like your visionary, how did you start up, and everything. And I got that kind of answered, but
Okay.
I'm just chill. You really like Bud Light.
No, Miller Lite.
Miller, because I said the Bud. Well, the light.
Yeah. Bud Light guitar throws people off.
Okay, so here's a question I'll ask. Being
What?
a bar owner, what's your favorite drink?
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. That's
Yeah.
not out of all cocktails and everything.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll have like a mezcal margarita or something like that. I try to stay away from liquor. I try not to take shots after sunset, although I like a good deep Eddie Lemon.
Usually that's when people start taking shots is after sunset.
Oh no.
You're a daytime shot drinker.
Well, I'm just gonna keep it as few shots as I can. But if I'm gonna take a shot, it's gonna be deep Eddie Lemon chilled, splash of soda, like a lemon drop. That's it. I don't do whiskey. I don't do tequila. I don't do anything else.
Deep Eddie one is so. I know the logo, but is it just like the margarita type of?
No, it's like a sugary vodka. It's local. They've got grapefruit, which is the ruby red, a lemon. I think they have a peach.
You're brave for drinking mezcal because
I like mezcal.
No, I will drink like I'll drink tequila, I'll drink like vodka, I'll drink everything, and then the second, like I'll probably end my night on mezcal. On every time I drink it, the rest of the night is like what happened. But I remember everything before, and it's just like
the mind eraser.
it's my tequila. I can handle tequila pretty well.
I mean, they're pretty similar, just a little smoky difference.
I think it's a smoky.
Yeah.
It's what messes me up. I don't know. I think my drink is a mint mojito. That's why I've been craving it.
Really?
The freshness of it.
Oh, muddled. What is that? Muddled. What is that plant? Mint.
Mm-hmm. It's like
mint, rum, sugar.
But the mint makes it refreshing. So I went to a wedding recently, and his signature cocktail is a transfusion.
Yeah, that was the thing I just learned about, the purple drink.
Yes, the purple jacket.
That was like a golf thing.
Yes, he's obsessed with golf. And
I just learned this last year.
Yeah.
My buddy Tony taught me this. Like it's grapefruit, vodka.
There's many ways to make it.
Or not grapefruit, grape juice.
Yeah. It's grape juice, vodka, and something else that gets you really fucked up.
It's so weird because he's like, yeah, this is like associated with the Masters and like classy golf. I'm like, bro, this is some like purple drink.
It makes you really fucked up. Like I had 3 of them at the wedding, and then I was like, I can feel the sugar getting, and I was like, too much sugar. I'm going to switch to vodka sodas, but I drank an actual transfusion, and I think it wasn't grape juice, it was something else, but the thing is, so it's to keep you hydrated and get fucked up while you're playing golf, because you're like out there sweating.
I mean, I haven't had one yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna put that on the list. I'll sip my Miller Lights. That's pretty hydrating.
I don't know, maybe because a lot of people in their 30s are getting into golf, so.
That's the thing you do.
Maybe teach the bartenders like this is a transfusion or something.
Yeah.
Or a purple jacket.
A purple jacket. Like a green jacket.
I don't know. It's green jacket.
Yeah, that's a Masters jacket. It's the green jacket. When you win the Masters, the biggest golf tournament of the year, you get a green jacket. They fit it for you and everything. You get to keep it.
That just shows how much I know about golf.
Yeah, and then in Happy Gilmore, the whole quote is they were given a gold jacket on his tournament. He goes, gold jacket, green jacket, and I don't give a shit.
No, I have not seen any of this.
Oh yeah, it's a thing. The green jacket is the probably most coveted prize of golf. So it makes sense they call it a purple jacket.
Yeah, but no, it will mess you up because it tastes so good, it just goes down like juice.
Yeah.
But your deep Eddy shots.
I'm gonna take a shot. That's gonna be it. It's such a pain for the bartenders too. Everyone else just taking normal shots, and they're like, "Can I get mine chilled with a splash of soda and all those things?" But whatever.
You're like, you know what? Just for you, Adam. Just for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I get special treatment.
That chandelier is beautiful, by the way.
Oh, I didn't pick it out, but thank you.
One of the perks of living here versus there, I think the chandelier.
I think the last person here bought that.
Sorry, so this is a condo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can edit it as you want and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. More or less.
Because I know, I don't know, the Pollock door. I like that. I don't know if he
The slider, the barn doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. But I never really particularly like the layout of them. Some of it's cool if you're depending on how you live, but it gets. But you know what I do like about it? Everyone in the building knew each other.
Yeah.
You would go in the elevator, oh hi, well, whatever.
Yeah. It was a small enough, perfect size of a mid-rise that you can get to know your neighbors actually.
Yeah, it was kind of like being in high school, but not. If
you can choose who you want to talk to.
I saw this girl in the elevator last night, and I had never seen her. She had hair that was kind of large, and she had a dog. And I was like, oh, and I tried to be friends. And I saw another guy who was on the 3rd floor, but I had never seen them, so I'm assuming they were new. And it's kind of gossip, oh, do you see these? And we were out with Leslie last night, and we just not gossip per se, but we're oh, that looked like cause to me or something,
Yeah.
you know? And like, you know who you're talking about, so.
I always knew the dogs first. Like if someone had a dog, I was like, oh yeah, that dog owner. I don't know their name, but that's Princess's owner or whatever. That's
So
like
you know
especially having a dog.
you don't know the person, you know the dog.
Well, yeah, and when I had a dog there for 12 years, so.
You lived there for 12 years?
Yeah, I've been in Sabine for 12 years.
No way.
Yeah.
See, I know everyone that stays there lives there for like a long time.
Yeah.
So.
It's been a long time. I've been in a couple different units in that place, but having a dog and doing our morning, afternoon, evening walks, you really get to know all the other dog owners because you're doing the same route, crossing paths, and.
But last night we were walking Frankie. Okay, Leslie's dog Frankie, and we were looking for grass because don't dogs like to go in grass?
Yeah.
But like, where can you find grass around there? Because it's
I know
all
there's like kind of bark or like dirt areas. There's no grass around.
Did
there.
your dog ever go and like?
She'd go wherever it's natural, like maybe like a dirt patch or right by a tree or something.
I think maybe they should build like I know like there's parks and everything, but like out near there, maybe like a little patch.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But
We
like,
used to have a green patch, and they put that big sidewalk there. We had a like miniature park that was just enough grass for the dogs.
And they got rid of it.
Mm-hmm. It turned into a sidewalk.
I don't. Excuse me again. Sorry. That Asian guy that works there. I'm going to talk to. I don't like him. He's so insincere. Like the other people that work there, I forget, but they'd be like, "Hi, da da da," and they'd let me in if I was like, "Oh, no."
Oh, the downstairs like concierge.
Yeah, and this guy, he's like, "Who are you?" Well, I'm like, "You've seen me so many times now. I'm here for like my aunt." He's like very.
It's a little more matter of fact.
He's more businessy and stuff. He's not chill. You know, I'm just like, okay, but.
Did you go to the mimosa brunch thing?
No, but Michael was telling me, and she said.
Did she?
I'm
trying to find out who went there and give me like a little gossip that they still hosted it even though everyone has to leave.
I didn't
know.
know.
Sorry your building burned down. Have a mimosa. Jesus.
No, she told me briefly about it, but I didn't know what she was saying. I just knew about. I mentioned I was like, yeah, whoever tried to burn down the building probably insurance. She's like, that's so true because they're still holding a brunch, and I was like, okay. I was like,
that would be sinister.
Yeah, she's
if
like,
they were like, now that we have you all here, we would love to buy you out at a fraction of what it's worth now that it's burned down and totally shit.
Yeah, and I think that's where she was going with it. Like, yeah. I feel bad for the condo owners because it's just like, this is my piece of property I own in prime real estate, like Austin.
Yeah, that's life, man. I mean, I was talking to the guy helping me out with the rebuild today, and he was saying, like, "You're really sorry that you're going through this." And I'm like, "Listen, it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot worse. It's just that kind of thing that happens. You got to take stock of like, all right, remind myself of the good things, move forward. You can't just like dwell on
well, you got
how much
out
it
at
sucks.
the perfect time because you had said a few months earlier.
Yeah, like I'm a lucky one, and my place is completely wrecked. Every piece of drywall, ceiling, every kitchen cabinet, everything just completely demoed.
But your stuff was already here. So
But the valuable stuff, the stuff that I need, like my bed, my clothes, the stuff that matters for day to day. Yeah, so I got super lucky considering.
Yeah, that's good. The mimosa. Do you know more about like who was that hosted for?
Stream Realty is the one hosting that brunch.
See?
Stream Realty is the one who bought up a decent amount of. They want to call it historic 6th, but it's dirty 6th.
See, it was a realty.
Yeah, and I think that their intentions were great. I think that they were saying, listen, we're going to be doing a lot of work in this neighborhood. You guys are right here in the like core of this area we're working on first. They wanted to, like, in goodwill, kind of say, here's who we are, here's what we're doing, and this is going to benefit you. Maybe some growing pains because they're going to be going through construction, but hey, if Sabine takes a year to like fix all this stuff and they take a year to fix the neighborhood, then we're gonna be sitting on a great place. I don't know. It's awesome. You just gotta wait a year and it's gonna be completely different anyways.
Yeah, well, like, did I say like how Rainey is like the new Dirty, and then like how West is like all college kids and stuff,
Yeah.
and then East is like the new.
That's crazy. West used to be like the professional bottle service like types, or the more like
big group,
more expensive,
yeah.
like more Dallas, I would say. No offense, Dallas. But also don't Dallas my Austin. And then Rainy Street, yeah, had a little more of like fun, like Sunday afternoon vibes.
Yeah.
And East 6 used to be like grunge, like tattoo music punks. And that's why I loved East 6 for a long time. And now that's all kind of shifted.
Yes, and I'm like, you know, as soon as one bar like does something, then the rest of the bars will follow suit and just kind of follow. Like Marlowe's, you go there?
Someone just texted me about that. Where's that at?
So you walk out of Sabine and you turn right, and it's right there next to like that Hispanic bar. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, is it? Okay, where Waller Ballroom was? They had like a sports bar for a minute.
Yeah,
just right across. Okay,
it's
okay.
Like right there. And
I gotta check that out then. That was right across the street.
Is giving off like East vibes, like kind of dim lighting and everything,
Cool.
but it's also like they have swivel chairs that are low to the ground and everything. Kind of, it's cool.
I gotta check it out then.
But it just opened, and I think like it kind of, I want to say, Mike was like, they need a dog bed in here because you're allowed to bring your dogs in, which is really cool. And I'm thinking they should have like live music or something. Like I just feel like because they have all the chairs there, live music would be great. But it was cool. I really liked it. But it just didn't feel like, it felt like Wanderlust kind of, but nicer.
Okay.
So, like nicer though.
Right.
I don't know.
I'll check it out.
What do you think Dirty will be now? Like, do you think
I think Dirty is gonna have a big improvement.
Like cleaner? It'll be cleaning?
Yeah, I think that when they invest in building out the infrastructure and the buildings themselves and maybe changing the layout of how the street is gonna go, I think that with that, like, more, what they call like an 18-hour business would come in, stuff that's open lunch, dinner, and not just like weekends till 2. A lot of the places on Dirty don't even open on the weekdays, and if they do, they only open at like 7 or 8 at night, like that are literally just a cash grab.
I would go there during the day just to like, because if my friend is in town, I was like, I don't want to go all the way over there. I'm just walk and meet you on.
Yeah,
Dirty,
and there's good like individual spots. I'd go to Casino Camino for a burger, or like we used to go to Jackalope all the time. Even right before this, I was at Friends. Friends has a great live music scene. They have great artists play starting at noon all day long. And a lot of my friends play like the noon to 3 or 3 to 6 slots at Friends. Great food, great drinks, and like nobody's there unless it's like tourist season.
I think what makes Dirty like have that look though is the infrastructure, because it's all like kind of wooden. So it'll give, you know what I mean?
Well, it's historic. Like all those buildings were there in 18 whatever.
And that real estate building or that real estate company just tried to like buy it. So are they gonna like restore the wood, or are they gonna like completely?
I mean, don't quote me on this even though I'm on camera. But I think the idea that they had was, listen, we want to develop this, but the historic limits won't let us even touch the building. Let us do up to maybe 4 stories or so, but keep the facade and keep the first floors looking and feeling historic, but let us add some value to the going up, so you can have either like hotels or offices or 2-story restaurants or whatever. And I think that was kind of what city council hopefully like was okay with.
You know,
just
any
do
part
something.
of Austin that would like I'm trying to say, because they're building that watermark thing, the skyline, and I'm like, not another skyrise, because like nobody can even afford to go there anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but I think like, I don't know, like the Save Zilker and everything and all of that, I just want to preserve as much green grass down here as possible, because it's like everything is so.
Everything's going up. I mean, Statesman right there. That's prime. Yeah, the Austin American Statesman, that big white building.
Okay. That one right in front of me.
No, the Hyatt Regency is right there, and then if you go to right across Congress, the little flat building. Looks like a warehouse.
Okay, that one. Yeah.
I think that's next to be developed on the south side of the river. We'll see.
Yeah, like.
And I've been here 16 years. I've seen all kinds of crazy change. And some's good,
Congress,
some's bad, but like.
South Congress used to be like chill and everything, and now I feel like it's a fashion show every time I go down there.
It feels a little like Abbot Kinney, like in Venice. Like there's some fancy and then just all the same kind of shops.
There's like I think a Prada or something down there now.
Hermes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And
which is so weird.
It's so out of place. I'm just like, what the heck?
But then I ask myself, like, okay, if I'm honest with myself, am I going there more or less than I was? Now I miss like little Woodrow's down there. There's a lot of like great spots that like we don't have, but I think I'm probably there more now than I was. So maybe I'm just bougie like that. But
I think I was there more when I was visiting my dad, because we'd go
like Austin
There's
Hotel
like
I've
that
never been
urban
to, and
outfit.
now I'm going all the time because
I went to Hotel San Jose, and they had good music.
They're great.
And they had a great Froze and everything, and it was so pretty. It's like $400 a night to stay there. And
Well,
it's
that's Austin-based bougie. So that was
yeah.
Bunkhouse first, maybe with Lambert, and then changing over. A lot of the McGuire Mormon stuff, like June's down there, is fantastic.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's so weird to see it develop though, because you're just like, how. I went for First Thursdays and everything, and every time I go, I like run into somebody like I know, like in line or something. I'm like, hi, blah blah blah, and everything. But I always feel like out of place when I go, because everyone I feel like is more. And I'm very
First
casual.
Thursdays I think is kind of a let's go see. It's like a who's who. Like everyone's gonna be there, so you gotta look the part. It's a big like I don't know, singles fest.
Singles fest. I don't know. I'm more. Yeah, this is I got dressed today. This is me. Like I used to wear t-shirts and these same shorts all the time, so nothing much has changed.
No.
It's very different. I don't know. Going there is like odd to like shop and everything, but to go eat, it's good.
Yeah.
Like
Abba's fantastic.
what was it? Joanne's, I think. No.
Yeah, Joanne's Fine Food at Boston Motel.
That place is good. Their tortillas aren't that great, but no, because they're like bragging about their homemade tortillas, and I'm just like, wow.
There's like normal corn tortillas.
Just normal tortillas.
I haven't had those.
But they're homemade though. But
I think that matters.
and I like it. They have tortillas or something, but then they have good hummus. And then my friend, she got some fajita thing or something, and I had a bite of it, and it was really good too. And it's not new, but like on E6, I had Buenos Aires on like Friday night.
Oh yeah.
I want it every single day.
Fantastic. Everyone needs to go try that.
I know. I want it
The
every
Argentinian food.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little speakeasy in the back too. Sometimes they open under.
You have to make a reservation for it.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's like the original. They've been there forever.
Really?
And that's the kind of thing we need to like find more of. Like, hey, go to Buenos Aires. Go to the speakeasy behind it.
Because everyone knows about the firehouse at the bookshop and everything.
Yeah, but that's an original.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You go down there though, and it's a bunch of last time I went out, at least there was also a bunch of college kids, and I'm just like, where are my glasses,
So
Grandma?
maybe we cut that out of this. Don't go.
Don't go. Don't go to Buenos Aires. I want the recipe for their chimichurri.
Chimichurri? Oh yeah.
And the meat. Okay, like.
What's Argentinian? They're gonna have great meat.
So like their meat though, it was so. I just got the lomito. What is that sandwich? Like the. I was like, I'll just get a sandwich, eat half of it, save the rest at 2 a.m. when I'm drunk or something. And then it was so tender. Like usually you buy it and you're like, but like, it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think I've been there for lunch. I gotta try that out.
it was for like dinner, and my friend, he likes rosé, so he's like, bring on the bubbly kind and the flat kind, and then he's like, bring on another bottle of the bubbly, and everyone got like steak and everything, but I think I got the best thing, the lomito.
Okay. Lomito.
What do you get when you go there?
Just the little fillet.
The sandwich is good because it has the chimichurri on
Okay.
it.
And then we got what's it called? It's a little like sausage in a little spiral. I'm gonna butcher like chicharrones.
Chicharrones?
I don't know. Does that sound right?
A sausage in a spiral?
I don't know.
I'm
great.
thinking of like a
It was
little
great.
hot dog cut up. Like,
I would if I saw it on the menu, I'd be like, that's the one. Something
well,
like
we
that.
asked the lady, I'm like, what's your favorite? And then she's like, and I was like, okay. Because I'm reading Anthony Bourdain's like book and how he's like went to Portugal, and then he was like, it's all about the meat, blah blah blah. And I was thinking Buenos Aires and how they're all about the meat. So it's good. I love that place.
Yeah.
I went to Hi Hat too and had like a pretzel.
Yeah.
It's good. Have you been there? They play, I don't know if it's like a specific day, but when I went, they were playing like music. I think I went on a Wednesday. And they were playing just like jazzy type music, and it's really nice, intimate, but their pretzels are good. It's like served with either like a queso type thing or like a really hot mustard.
I had like the burger place.
Is it a burger place?
Or maybe that's Hat Creek.
No, it's
Or I
Hi
think
Hat.
Okay,
It's
Hi Hat.
Like I remember it's red. Like
Wait, is it on East 6?
It's on
But
East.
further down?
Yeah,
At
further
the
down.
corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You need to try
I'm
it.
confusing with Hat Creek. It's
No.
totally different.
It's like a croissant texture, but not. It's still like a pretzel. It's really good.
Okay. A little flaky pretzel.
I like bread.
Alright, so now I'm hungry. What time is it? 4 o'clock.
Is it already
I
4?
need a snack.
No.